Okay, so your first goal as a coach is Success Club. Um, if you have not talked to your upline about this, it basically means Success Club is finding 3 people to do a challenge, um, purchasing a challenge pack, getting their Shakeology, helping them figure out a fitness program for them, and setting them up with a challenge pack. So 3 a month is going to be your goal. It's going to be your minimum goal every single month because it's going to drive your business forward. So you'll hear Success Club a lot. You're going to see recognition for Success Club. You'll get rewarded from Beachbody for Success Club. Um, it's actually a proven fact that coaches that hit Success Club make that 6-figure income in less time than a coach that does not. So if you're working towards an income, working towards a financial goal in this business that you want to set for yourself, Success Club is where it starts because it's setting that bare minimum income and people coming into your business, loving the product, getting in a challenge group, getting results, starting to, love the system. And that's where your best coaches come from. And how you build a team is helping people with their goals, and then in turn helping them share those goals with other people and becoming coaches on your team. So Success Club really is kind of the basics of what we stand for. When I signed up, I didn't even have my challenge pack, and I was talking to people about joining my challenge group. I didn't know what a challenge group was. My upline was just like, you invite friends to join us. You can join my challenge group, whatever it is that you want to tell your friends. So basics of inviting, you can use the script in our team page. It says team script on it. And I use that. That's modified from what my coach gave me. You can modify it to make it fit you, make it sound like you, but it's really the breakdown of what a challenge group is, what they can expect from you as a coach, or, the team of coaches that you're working with, or your upline if you're a new coach. And so breaking down kind of what a challenge pack is, breaking down the cost, it's really good wording. So using a script is crucial. I skipped that for a few months. I thought, oh, that's ingenuine. It's weird to me. But the second I started actually using a script, I was more efficient in talking to more people. I was more efficient in helping people understand it without word vomiting or, getting too much information in their head, and then they're confused, and then I've just totally turned them around and turned off to what I have to offer. So using a script is important when hitting Success Club. You are explaining what a challenge group is. So instead of typing that out 50 times, use the script to your advantage to save time. I can talk to a lot more people if I use a script, and people that are ready to invest in me as their coach in a challenge group will do so. And then I can save my time for those people that are ready, and the others that aren't can follow my journey through my posting. So those are a few things as far as Success Club. Use the script. Make sure you're reaching out to people daily, talking about this opportunity, talking about a challenge group, talking and connecting with people about fitness and health goals, sharing on your personal page your journey, your daily life, whether it's work or school or, job, kids, whatever it is, that you're sharing, that you're showing up on social media, because getting eyes on your posts, getting eyes on you and what you're doing is crucial in starting to create those relationships and connections with people that are going to be your challengers and your coaches. If you're not posting, if you're not sharing what you're doing every single day, eyes aren't going to be on your stuff, and they're going to be like, why are you messaging me? I don't know what you're talking about. So posting and getting that interest right away. So if you message somebody, they can go to your page and say, oh, wow, I see some posts. This person is inspirational. This person has goals. That's crazy. They're busy, but they're still, putting their goals first. They're eating healthy. Look at what they're doing with their kids. Anyway, so that's kind of your baseline is Success Club. Like I said, you're going to see it in the team. You're going to see it rewarded, because that's literally what builds the business. If you have nothing else going on in your business, if you are nervous to start a like page, if you're nervous to run a challenge group, run one with somebody else. Or we have a 30-day outline in our team page of exactly what to post every day for 30 days for a challenge group. So it's not hard. It's for your own accountability. It's for your own journey as much as it is for theirs. So, team up with a new coach, team up with your upline, and run a challenge group. Set a date about 3 weeks out. Start posting about it. Start inviting to it. Start, connecting with people that you can share this opportunity with. So Success Club, that's checked off. That's number 1 on your list as a new coach. In your first few months as a coach, you'll be able to tell if you're talking to enough people. If you're hitting Success Club, you'll be able to pay for your Shakeology with signing 3 challengers a month. It'll cover pretty much your cost of Shakeology, so that's a plus. And like I said, that's what Beachbody looks to as far as a reward system and way to track kind of your business growth as well. So it's the best way to kind of track that. All right, so personal development. This is next on my notes because as a new coach, you're probably, if you're anything like me or anything like your upline coach, you have fear, you have doubt, you have skepticism, you have people commenting and, oh, it's another Beachbody coach, oh, it's another network marketing company, oh, this, oh, that, and nagging at you or hating on you, or you have your own self-doubt and you're worried about this business and it's going to fail or something like that. I know I had those feelings. When I first started, I was like, okay, network marketing, sales, what? Social media? I have no idea about any of this stuff. I didn't have training. I didn't go to college for any of this. It was not my expertise, that's for sure. So personal development is something that's super important, and you shouldn't put it off because to grow in this business, you have to grow as a leader. You have to grow in confidence. You have to grow not only in your fitness and health goals, but your mindset, your positivity. It will come across in your posting. It will come across in your conversations with people. And that's what's truly inspiring is people watching that journey and transformation of you just becoming a better version of yourself. In the last 2 years, I hardly recognize myself as far as my mindset. I was negative Nancy for sure, working in a bar, cussing, just, degrading to people, judgy. And now it's like, holy cow, like the glass is half full type of person. So personal development can be anything that you're struggling with. There's tons of books that you can read. I personally would go for, the compound effect or the slight edge or something that's going to help you kind of grow in your business at first and kind of gain that first step of confidence. But talk to your upline, your specific upline, and see like, hey, these are the things that I'm really struggling with. What's a good book for me? And we could try to work together to find a good fit for you, something that's going to motivate you, something that's going to be positive, something that's going to really help you grow as a coach, as a leader, and just, overall growth in your own life and the things you struggle with. So that's what personal development is for. It doesn't have to be, what is your favorite personal development book? I would say Slight Edge. I've read so many books, but the Slight Edge is one that I've actually gone and back and read quite a few times. I would say I've read it 5 times. So out of all the books I've read, I've listened to it on Audibles. So it's something that clicked with me. So you might start reading it and go, I don't get it. It's not for me. So close it and try something else. Allison says, I like You Are a Badass. Yeah, that one's a good one too. There's so many good ones. Like I have a book club, Danny. It's called 365 Days of Personal Development, and I can add you to that if you want. Otherwise, in our team, our photo albums, there's one that's called Personal Development Lists, and it actually like lists out like, hey, if you struggle with this, you should read this. So that might help you too. So check the photo albums out for personal development book list ideas. Oh, nice. Yeah, anybody that wants to join that group is totally welcome to. It's just lists of books. I share what book I'm currently reading. It's not like a super active group, but it's nice to get ideas and hear what other people think about different books. I really liked Girl Code. It's just about an entrepreneurial, like kind of a series of mini stories of entrepreneurs and how they built their business and stuff like that. So yeah, I think it's super important that you're doing personal development because as much as you think, oh, reading, how is that building a business? You're growing yourself because never did I ever think that I would have 1,500 people in a downline and be responsible for a team call and all this stuff when all of a sudden I'm like, okay, like I need to be a leader. I can't be scared of showing up. I can't be scared of hosting a call or when, a coach or somebody calls me and is asking questions. I can't be scared to just go out there and show up and say what I have to say. So personal development is huge. So don't skip it. I know the days when I first started coaching, I worked 40 to 50 hours. I had a 1-year-old. Allison and Aaron have heard this story over and over and over. But my personal development, I would listen to via audibles in the car on my way to work or on my break. So it's not necessarily sitting down and reading a book. Now I really like reading. I feel like I can connect with myself better. I kind of retain the knowledge better. But if you have a busy schedule and if it's all you can do, listen to the National Wake Up Call. We have a National Wake Up Call every Monday from corporate. I post about it in our team page. Those are recorded, so you can listen to those at any time. So it used to be that, I'd listen to those on the way to work. I had Audibles, it's $14 a month, but then you get a credit for a book every month. So instead of like buying books and then sitting around and I wasn't reading them, I would listen to them via Audible. So I'd listen to them on my break. I would listen to them in the car, at home cooking dinner, any spare time. It was that instead of the radio or junk television. I was listening to them. So if that's more your style, I know some people have a really hard time sitting down and reading a book and focusing because it's like ADD, like I can't retain this knowledge. Listen to a book, or sometimes I'll read a book and listen to the same book. So I'm getting it kind of twice so that I can retain it a little better. But personal development is going to help you grow as that leader as you're growing a team. So it might not seem like it right now. You might only have one coach on your team. You might be a brand new coach with nobody on your team, not even knowing how or, to sign up a coach. But you're going to need those skills, and people are going to really tell the difference if you're working on yourself and personal growth, not just outside, not muscle pictures, not before, after, fat, weight loss, weight gain, muscly, whatever. It's about a mindset, and it's a huge change, and people see it. I just posted, I was looking through my before afters, and I don't have a huge weight loss story. So I've really had to dig into, what can I share? What has Beachbody done for me? What is it? It's more than just a physical feeling, right? I feel awesome. I love Shakeology. I love that it's, fast and great in my busy mom lifestyle, but there's something more. And what that is my confidence has gone up. I'm doing something I'm passionate about. So that's what personal development has done for me in my posting. So the pictures I went and found, somebody messaged me and was like, oh, like, well, you have abs, you look fit and all of them. Like, I don't get it. Like, what's the transformation? And like Erin commented and was like, you look awesome. Like, it doesn't even look like the same person, but I know the person behind those eyes. Like, I know that smile in that first picture was hollow. That person was on drugs. That person was depressed. It was a person going to therapy once a week. It was a person that had no confidence. It was a person that was, being abused by a boyfriend, all this stuff. And then I look and I'm like, holy cow, who knew that, 40 weeks pregnant, 30 pounds more than I've ever weighed in my life. And I feel awesome, and I can look in the mirror and I'm super excited, and the smile is genuine, and I love sharing that. And I'm like half naked and like a sports bra at 40 weeks pregnant. Like, I don't even have pictures when my first pregnancy because I was like, no, but I don't want those pictures. And now I'm like, man, I wish I had those pictures. Like, that's something to be proud of. So personal development has done that for me, and people will start seeing that difference. The way you post, the way you hold your head up, the way you share, it comes more naturally. So that's huge. So Success Club, and now we've moved on to personal development. Those are huge in your business. They're going to make all the difference when you're talking to people. They can sense through the screen if you're being genuine with them or if you're literally trying to make a quick sale. And let me tell you, this business is not about a quick sale. It's about genuinely helping people. It's about helping yourself, helping your family. It's about freedom, not just financially, but in other areas of your life too. To not feel burdened or like distraught with the things that you signed up for a challenge pack. You have fitness and health goals, work on those goals side by side with people, and they will tell the difference, okay? So personal development has to be done every single day. I don't care if it's 5 minutes. I don't care if it's while you're in the shower or listening to it or, 5 pages before you, go to bed. But it has to be, in your daily routine. I watched a ton of junk television, so I shut down the TV and started reading at night. So whatever you have to do to get it in, get it in. Danny. I'm still caught up on being genuine but scripted. So when you talk to somebody, when you're talking or reaching out to somebody, I have a normal conversation. So Danny, let's say, for example, you became a friend of mine on Facebook and I didn't really know a whole lot about you. I wouldn't jump in and say, hi, Danny, do you want to join my fitness and health challenge group and buy Shakeology, right? I'm going to be genuine. I'm going to say, hey, Danny, like, I just saw your recent post about getting a job, or, I saw you were having a rough day at work, or I saw you were looking to work on fitness and health goals. Like, I've been working on goals too. Something to start a conversation, right? Hey, how's your summer going? Hey, how was your Easter? Whatever it is that I can kind of see from your Facebook page, or just a simple, hey girl, like, I'm not sure how we became friends on Facebook. I'd love to connect more. Something to start a conversation, right? So it's genuine, it's simple. And this is as you're getting out of your warm market, because you have some cousins or friends or a sister or mother or brother, whoever the people are that you'd feel comfortable saying, hey, I'm doing this fitness and health challenge. You should totally do it with me. That would be somebody that you would already know. It would be like, you know, a neighbor that or a best friend that you're like, I'm doing this. You should do this. And that would be really easy to explain a challenge group, what you're doing, and you should join me. But somebody like you, where I'm like, okay, I'm first going to reach out to them and I'm going to connect with them, right? And I let my posts do the talking. So as I'm talking to you and I'm saying, oh, you know, oh, cool, you're a nurse for work. That's awesome. How long have you been doing that? Oh, you just had a baby? Congrats. How's that going? How is being a new mom? Whoever the person is that I'm talking to, I'm going to connect with them. I'm going to start asking questions and getting to know them. And then once I start talking to them, we do what's called forming. We talk about family, occupation, recreational, and I'm having pregnancy brain. Can't remember the last one, but we form them. I'll put it in the sheet of what forming is. But so you kind of understand, we talk about those things other than Beachbody, other than selling something. When I tell people in my new challenge or in my new coach group to invite every day, that's what an invite is. It's not necessarily, hey, I want you to buy Shakeology. An invite is simply a connection with another person. So by you sending a hey girl message or how's your day or we haven't, thank you. Thanks, Allison. I'm like, I can't remember. I can't remember. But so I'm going to read it in case people watch the recording. So family, occupation, recreation, message. So you're talking about their family. You're talking about their occupation, what they do. You're talking about what things they enjoy. And then messaging about a challenge group, right? So you're fitting that into after you kind of have set a baseline and know them and you feel like comfortable talking to them and they've brought it up because you've been asking questions, right? So maybe it's somebody that had a new baby. Maybe it's somebody that has a job and they're too busy to go to the gym. Or maybe it's somebody that has posted about being depressed and just in a funk. This makes it easy for you to be like, hey girl, I can totally relate to that. You know, I was busy. I was depressed. I was a new mom. I was struggling with this new mom bod, but I went back to work and I thought that was going to help because then I was around people, but then I was depressed because I wasn't around my daughter. And I can literally have that conversation and share that. And as you guys see in the team script, you know, that's what my first starting out is like, I totally get it. And I describe exactly where I was at and say, this is what helped me get, you know, through that. Is that something that sounds like it might be interesting or something that you would be interested in as well? And if they're like, yes, great. You go into the script and explain like, perfect. You know, this is what a challenge group is. And that's when you would script them, Danny. So does that help kind of make more sense when I'm talking about using a script? I wouldn't go script somebody that I don't know off the street and go friend them on Facebook and be like, hey girl, I lost 20 pounds with Advocare. You should join my next thing and buy this. Here's my link. Because that's really stupid. And I don't think I would ever get any clients that way. But if you're genuine, I know some people in this, even on this call right now, I talked to for months, just created a relationship with. Erin and I talked for a really long time, just about, you know, her and her daughter and her life and what she had going on. And her husband got laid off or, you know, what I'm trying to remember. I think he was on furlough. Is that what you call it, Erin? You know, so she had these things going on. I'm like, oh, what's that? You know, genuine interest in her life. And then when she was ready, it was a very comfortable, like she saw my post. She knew exactly what I did. She knew I was looking for people. She knew I could help people. I was sharing the success of my challengers. I was sharing the success of my team, whether small or little, I was sharing them and posting them. And she started to see those little seeds kind of go like, oh, wow, she's really having success. Oh, another challenger lost 20 pounds. Oh, wow, look at how happy she looks in that picture with her salad. Like, it didn't matter what I posted, but she saw the consistency in what I posted, right? She saw me with my daughter. She saw me smiling. She saw lots of selfies of like, who is this chick? Why is she in my newsfeed all the time? And I made sure of it for 2 years. It's been 2 years now that every single day I'm like, you know what? I might be bouncing on a birthing ball and it might be my due date, but guess who's posted on Facebook a selfie with her Shakeology bouncing on a ball? That's me, because people are interested and they start getting to know you and they're like, I genuinely care. Somebody commented today, like, I've never met you, but I feel so inspired by your story and I feel like we're friends. I'm like, I totally agree. We've had 50,000 conversations. Is that person going to sign up for a challenge group ever? I don't care. She knows what I do, and she knows where to find me though, right? She follows me. She sees that journey. So in the beginning as a new coach, you do have to put in the work because you have to talk to a lot of people to get those 3 yeses. I talked to hundreds of people to get my Success Club goal. But the point is, those hundreds stuck around. They might not make me have Success Club 50 or sell 50 challenge packs in my first month or even my first 6 months. But you better believe I did that over and over and over and connected with people. Even now, I add new friends and I say, hey girl, I'm so excited that we're friends on Facebook. I'm really excited to chat more and get to know you better. That's a very simple message. It has nothing to do with sales. It has nothing, but good intentions. And I say, I love meeting other inspiring people. Were you adding me because of a fitness and health post I had made, or just looking to connect with other inspiring people? A lot of times they'll go, oh, I just added you because we had mutual friends. What's your fitness and health thing? I'm like, well, let me tell you. But you see how you can always connect it to your story. You can connect it to asking them questions. And then it comes more naturally. When you need the script, you'll know when you need the script. When you're ready to script somebody, it's only when they're like, oh, what's the cost? And you're like, well, it depends on your goals. Let's find a fitness program first. And then you can ask, if they have bad knees, you're probably not going to tell them to do, Tony Horton's 22 hardcore because it's a lot of jumping. It's a military style workout. Maybe PIO. So you can break it down and say the cost can totally depend on your goals. That's in the script, right? So the wording is everything, and making sure you have that script to help you have a conversation that flows naturally, but also stay in control of it before you're like, oh, it's a challenge pack's $140. Well, what if they want the ultimate reset? That's $205, I think. Maybe they don't want to work out. They just want an eating plan. So that kind of helps you guide them. Once you get to that part, you can use the script. And that's what I always do is once I form somebody, it's very natural. When somebody's like, hey, I've been following you a long time. I really want to know about your next challenge group. I can be like, perfect. This is what it entails. And that's when I would use a script. So forming, creating conversations, creating relationships, that's what we do. When I say invite 3 to 5 a day or 5 to 10 people a day, I don't mean go be a weird salesy person, spam people with your link. That's not what inviting is. It's definitely creating connections. I can say right now, pretty much every coach on my team would not feel like I went and spammed their inbox until they clicked that link to purchase. Most people have come to me pretty naturally. I've had normal conversations with people. I've never been pushy about a sale because it ends up feeling icky to me. And I don't want somebody just to feel empty and return their stuff because that doesn't do anybody any good. So forming, creating connections, that's what inviting is. That's what we do as coaches. When I first started out, it was weird. I was like, you want me to talk to strangers on the internet? But I added people that were women. I don't add guys because it's not my market. So as a new coach, write down who your target audience is. If you're a student, maybe it's, college students, whatever you do for a living, whatever your job is. Maybe, if you're a dental assistant or a nurse, you would connect with people like that. So you're going to look, you can search Facebook for, people in your area. Hold on a second. Sorry, again, I'm out of breath. You can search for people in your area. So I will literally use the Facebook search bar, and this is in a file. It says how to add to your network. And this is one of the ways is you can search people in my area. So I search women under 40, living in Iowa, interested in stay-at-home moms. So that might be something that's in their interest line, or cloth diapering. That was something I was interested in. So I searched that and I was like, oh, these are other moms like me. We might have 1 or 2 mutual friends. Click, click, add. And people are like, who are you? And I'm like, oh, sorry. I just thought, you came up on my Facebook as somebody I may know. I saw we had similar interests. You search it and just in the space bar up top, or not the space bar, but like Facebook. Let me see if I can. I'll show you. Right here. So where you would search somebody's name. I may have typed it wrong, but. And then you can click people. And sometimes whatever you search, it's like, okay, there's nobody for that. So you might have to play around with it. But that's where you would search it, in that search bar right there. And it's in a team file too, I believe. So here's our team page file. The file is pretty much all of these things that I'm going through. Let's see. Adding to your network. Facebook search bar. So that's just an example. Here's things you could search, interested in. So like things that you would be interested in, put that in where you would search, and then your area. And again, you might have to play with it. Maybe somebody, nobody in your area is, so change the area a little bit. The town you live in might not have anybody, but maybe the town over. So I'll do like Iowa or Illinois, something like that. So you have to play with it a little bit, but then usually I have like 10 to 50 people pop up, and it will have, oh, we have a mutual friend, or maybe we don't. And I just send them a message and say, hey, I hope you don't mind the friend request. I'm just looking for moms in the area with similar interests. You popped up on Facebook, something like that, something super simple. And then this file also has great ways, like if you're in groups. I added myself or joined a bunch of mom groups because I was a new mom. So it made sense for me. I joined some running groups, and I would do Make a Friend Monday. It was a post to me and my kiddo, and I was like, hey, let's do this. Let's meet new moms. Like this post, and I'll add you as a friend, and then you do the same. So that was a really great way to meet new people. Like page, kind of how sorry. But you get the idea. So there's that file there that has a lot of ideas of how to add to your network. Okay, sorry. I don't know why that popped up like that. So adding to your network is huge, and that's how you connect with people that start seeing your posts. But don't miss a day of posting, because those people really connect with the ones that stand out. If I stop posting, those people will go find another Beachbody coach, let me tell you, or they'll go to It Works, or they'll go to Advocare, or they'll find, the gym down the street. You have to be showing up daily so people say, oh, this girl is promising that she's going to hold me accountable, that she's going to be a coach, that she's working on her goals too, and we're going to do this together. I believe her because she's showing up and she's doing just that, okay? So that's super important. That's what I'm talking about when I talk about inviting. When I talk about reaching out to people, I got my notebook out. I was a pen and paper girl. When I started coaching, I just started writing names. I didn't care who it was on Facebook. I was like talking to everybody. And I was like, this person is a potential challenger. This person, might have goals. This person might be hurting deep down, just like I was, dealing with depression, dealing with, struggling as a new mom. This person might need this, So as I connected with people, wrote their name down. Who am I inviting? Who am I connecting with? And that list of names became my follow-up list. So people I started connecting with, I can go back and check in and say, oh, I haven't talked to that person in 2 weeks. I'm going to send a simple, hey, Danny, how was your weekend? Without being weird, but I'm still popping into their inbox, right? So eventually those people that I'm connecting with, and I still do this, everybody's like, oh, Brie, it's easy for you to hit Success Club. You've been doing this 2 years. You have a like page. You have 6,000 followers. No, I still invite. I still have conversations. I still do follow-ups. I still have a list. I still create names, and I still struggle with Success Club some months. Like, who am I going to talk to? People don't come pounding on my door. That's our job as coaches, to reach out, because people are scared. I was terrified. So if you've tried sales for another company and you weren't successful, how to present myself in Beachbody in a different way? I think the difference is sharing genuinely. I think I see a lot of companies posting the same posts, and I hate to pick on It Works, but I will see 50 people post a stock photo of Cleanse or whatever they have selling, wrap, BOGO wraps. And it's not that, that if that works for somebody, great. I'm not, threatened by another company. However, I don't share a 21-day fix picture. I share my selfie of me sweating, doing my workout. I share my food with my kiddo sitting at the table. I share my results. My posting is me. I don't click share on somebody else's stuff. I don't try to be somebody else or say I lost 500 pounds with this wrap or with this Shakeology. I share that it takes a lot of work. I share that I drink Shakeology, that I love it because it's on the go, for me as a busy mom, it works for me. And it's not, it's not a diet shake, but it's something that has really transformed my life, my health inside out. I feel better. I struggled with ulcers. I can share that with people. So being a testimony of what it's done for me and drinking it every day and simply sharing that is enough. I don't have to sell. If you see my posts, they're very genuine. They're very like not in your face Beachbody. Okay. Like if you go scroll my page, you're not going to see a Beachbody logo. You're not going to see a stock photo of a program or just a packet of Shakeology or a bag of Shakeology saying buy this or try this or buy one, get one free. Like that's not what I'm about. I'm about coaching and helping people simply by doing it and simply by helping people do it with me. And so people are like, well, how do you do it pregnant? I'm like, you know what? I don't have to work out to still have fitness and health goals and to still feel like I need accountability in my nutrition. And, you know, in my challenge group, I post about having pizza and donuts and I post about my Shakeology and everything else. And people find that inspiring because it's real. So to answer your question, Danny, it's about kind of finding your groove and who you're reaching out to and knowing those people that you're targeting when you make posts. So don't make a 21-day stock photo picture and say, join my 21-day fix challenge. Don't you want to buy this? Because we all know we've seen those posts and we don't ever click on them. We don't buy it, right? Like we don't. So don't be that person. Don't be salesy. You're not selling a product. You're sharing your journey and you're sharing yourself as a coach. Okay. That's what you have to offer that isn't on the market. And that's what you have as value with the challenge pack that somebody's not going to get when they go sign up at a gym or buy a skinny wrap. I've seen It Works presenters change to Beachbody because they see what we have and what we hold as valuable to our business. I would never sell somebody a product and then just block them on Facebook or say, oh, well, you know, good luck with that. That's not how I roll. I try my best to make sure, you know, if somebody falls off the wagon, I can't make them do the challenge. I can't make them show up in the Facebook group and I can't make them respond to my messages, but I can know myself that I reached out to them, that I let them join the challenge group, that I showed up every day in that challenge group and that I shared my journey. So it's up to them to follow along, but I know that I was there as accountability and support. So that's what we have to offer that's different. Okay. All right. So the last, let me see. I went over inviting, adding, lost my notes. Don't know where my notes went. I'm pretty sure I just deleted them. Okay, so we'll just wing it. Make sure I got all the questions. So when you're signing up a new challenger or a new coach, the best thing to do is get them a new welcome email. So most likely you got one from your coach when you signed up. If you don't have that email, just ask your upline for it. Mine's really simple. It's like, hey, challenger, I'm so excited for you, right? I'm really excited for you because that's genuine. I am. Anybody that signs up, I'm like, yay, you're starting, right? You took the first step. Now here's what you can do because you want to keep that excitement. When somebody signs up, you want to keep that excitement while they're waiting that 8 to 10 days for their actual things to arrive. So I always have a place for them to start and say, hey, you can get started with, you know, let's start drinking some water. Let's work on nutrition. Let's clear out the junk. Let's take your pictures for your before, you know, photos and your measurements and make sure that you're set. Okay. Let's set up your Beachbody account. You can sign up for the challenge to win your t-shirt at the end. Anything. So a simple email and then adding them to whatever your challenge group is, whether you're running it with somebody or you're running it with me. I have one group that I run continuously. I just kind of reset and invite new people every month, but that's totally up to you. It's not like one rule of how to run a challenge. Like I said, I have a file of how I would post in a 30-day group. Beachbody also on their website has that same how to post on a group. So you can follow that too. Or there's the Beachbody app now where there's an app you can invite your challengers to join. So whatever works for you is what you want to do. Sorry. So making sure you're showing up for your challengers, like I said, that is the bread and butter of who turns into your best coaches. Because who better than people that are finding and seeing results from getting support and accountability in these groups to go then and invite their friends and family and do the same thing, okay? Let me see. So like I said, when you're signing up a challenger or a coach, again, in the files, I believe it's in the files section of our team page. It says it's a welcome challenger email or a welcome coach email. You can simply take that or whatever your coach sent you, modify it with your name and stuff and your link to your challenge group or whatever, and send that to each challenger or each coach that you sign up. You want them to feel supported and that personal touch, even though they get their Beachbody, you've now, ordered and here's your order number. You want something like, hey, this is what you can do. I'm like, join my fit club. I have a new challenger get started here. So whether no matter what day they sign up, they can go to that group, feel welcomed. As a new customer, they know what they can do to get started. It shows sample recipes. It shows, Shakeology recipes, what they can expect from me. So that's all kind of stuff that I'm like, hey, I'm here for you right off the bat. So that's something you can do to your new customers. And, somebody can sign up for a free Beachbody account and try out on demand. So you can reach out to them and say, hey, you should totally, sign up. I can be your coach. Check this out. And when you're ready to do a challenge group, let me know. So there's tons of options as far as that accountability goes and why we're different and how you can be non-salesy in this business. Because again, I've never tried to sell the product to somebody. I don't want to sell it to somebody that doesn't want it or that doesn't believe in it or see the value in it beyond just a weight loss shake. I don't want to sit here and sell protein powder my whole life. Let me tell you. So you got to find what you love about Beachbody. You got to find a why behind your reason to show up and talk to these people and create relationships with people. Let's see. Just create your Facebook page. What photo collage editor do you use? I use tons of different apps. I think I have an app file of apps that I've used. If not, I'll put one up. I use Instagram usually for my filters. I use Pick, Play, Post because you can do videos and pictures. If I'm on my computer, I use pickmonkey.com. It's a website that you can create banners. You can create your Facebook cover photo in. That's the one thing that was on my notes is, as a new coach, you should go look at your profile. And I want you to say, if I added somebody as a friend, would they know who I am, what I look like, or is it kind of like, who is this person? I have no idea. So when I first signed up as a coach, I made sure that my profile was a picture of me, right? Your dog might be cute. Your cat might be cute. You might have a favorite cartoon character, but make sure your profile picture is a face, is a picture of you, because otherwise people are going to go like, when you're starting to meet new people and you're trying to add to your network and they're like, Super Mario, like, do I know that person? Right? You want to make sure that it's you. And then your Facebook cover photo, make it something that's pertainable to what you're about in your lifestyle. Don't go put 21 Day Fix as the cover photo, right? Don't be spammy. But what do you love? Do you love your kids? Do you love your job? Do you love your family? Do you love running? What do you love about Beachbody? If you've been a coach for a little while, what is your transformation picture? What are things that you've been doing? Your clean eating. What are you about? Mine is right now, I don't remember what my background is. Like faith, fitness. I'm trying to remember. Let me look. So it's a picture of, my progress shot. It's a picture of me and my daughter. And it says, I believe in love, fitness, faith, laughter, family, mompreneur, health. I haven't updated it in a while. But it's just pictures of me and my family. So somebody that I'm friending isn't going to be creeped out like a picture of a pit bull. Why is Super Mario with pit bull adding me on Facebook? Like, is this a spam account? You want to be genuine so that somebody's like, okay, that person is smiling. They seem nice. We might have a mutual friend. No problem. Click. Yes, I'll accept their friend request, right? So make sure you go tonight and see, is it genuine? Can you see my face? I'm not saying don't have your children in your profile picture. If you have children and you love them, just don't make it a picture of your daughter because it's not your daughter's Facebook, right? It's you. So I would never have Sophia as my profile picture because when I go add people, they're going to be like, what? Like, is that Brie? Or like, I don't get it. So it might be me and my daughter, or she might be in my cover photo, but it's always me smiling, genuine light. Use an editor, like I said, an app to brighten up the picture. I always use this when I tell people, I'm like, you don't have a professional picture, that's fine. I didn't have headshots. I didn't have any glam squad or anything like that. I stood in my fridge with my phone in my fridge so I could use the light from my fridge to get a better lighting and took a selfie. That's what I used as one of my first profile pictures because I was like, well, I don't know. Like my coaches you know, her husband's a professional photographer, so I can never do that, but I can do my fridge light. That works. And I know a bunch of coaches who have done that too. Or go outside on a nice day and have, you know, a boyfriend, a cousin, or a friend take a picture of you and use that. So it's something that's, you know, clear, and like you don't like the weird people that are like up here and you're like, is that a person? Like, make sure it's just a straight on smiling face. So as a new coach, that's helpful too when you're starting to add to your network. As far as new coach basics go, I will be starting new coach training on, let me double check my date, the 2nd. So it's about 2 weeks. I host one every month, and it just goes through 21 days of basic training. But as a new coach, your tools that you can utilize right away are the coach chat. We have a Coach Basics coach chat to ask questions. That's where I check usually for new coach questions, because if you have that question, most likely somebody else as a new coach does too. So it makes more sense to ask in there or in the team page, because we have so many coaches in there that probably know the answer to your question, or utilize the online office. When you go to Beachbody, go to online office and use your login. There's tools and training, and you can literally click new coach training, and there's a whole training. So you can go self-paced, do whatever you want, and go as fast as you want. I was on YouTube 24/7 as a new coach, watching top coaches, all types of coaches, videos on Success Club, videos on how to build a team, how to sign a coach, all that kind of stuff. My YouTube channel has a coach, new coach playlist. So that would be calls like this, calls I've hosted about, you know, different things that as a new coach you might want to know. What is Success Club? What are my first goals in the business? How do I rank advanced to Emerald? You know, what am I earning? Stuff like that. You can find by searching YouTube, like, what is Success Club Beachbody Coach? And you'll see 50 videos pop up. That's how I learned. I didn't even have coach calls like this. My coach didn't do this calls until she became a lot further along. So anyway, so those are your resources. Ask in the team page. If you have any question, it's probably not stupid. Somebody else probably has the same question. I had a gazillion questions. And like I said, the 21-day coach training, you can just add yourself to that. Usually as a new coach, you'll just get added to that, or you can request to join it. And it has a file of new coaches get started here. And it literally is a breakdown of what you should be doing, things you need to know, things to learn about, what you're going to be charged, you know, what is your contact info, how to sign a challenger, all those kind of things that I'm not going to take time to go through. But I really wanted to cover, you know, find your why. Who are you trying to reach? Make sure you're sharing you, connecting with people, and reading personal development. Okay. So that's what this call was for. I hope it helped a little bit, get you set. I don't want to take any more time. I realize we're way over our 30 minutes, but I wanted to make sure that you guys got those, because I know we have a lot of new people on our team. So hopefully this was helpful. Any other questions? Allison, Aaron, do you guys have anything to add or questions that I didn't go over? Pretty good? Even though I'm like, feel like a dog some nights now. All right, so I'm going to record this. This will, again, go on my YouTube channel under new coach trainings. I've done tons of these trainings, so they are kind of different. Every time I jump on, I kind of wing things. So Aaron and Allison know. My notes always disappear, or like it's like the dog ate my homework. Like my slideshows get deleted. I don't understand my computer. I'm not tech savvy, so if you think to be a coach that you have to be, or you need to use apps and filters to run this business, you definitely don't, because the first year and a half, I definitely did not know how to even use my computer. I barely knew how to use Facebook. I learned how to make a Facebook post public for the first time after 8 months of running my Facebook. So yeah, good luck, guys. I hope this was helpful. And again, if you have questions, post them in the new coach chat. I think it's called Coach Basics Chat. Is that what it's labeled? Coach Basics Chat? Yeah. So if you're not in that or you want to be added to it, I think everyone in here has added or access to add people. So, all right. Have a good night, guys. Goodbye.